so many different ways a vision can be translated, but in a simple way and very specific ways that we explain everybody. The African Leadership Group exists to help African immigrants to integrate and prosper by connecting culture. My name is Papa Marito Ja, originally from West Africa, Senegal. Came to the United States in 1998. 20 years, and it's been an amazing 20 years. Married, a lovely wife, 3 daughters. They are the center of my life. Thank you.
I'm married to Papa Dia. We've been married for almost 15 years, and we have 3 beautiful daughters. I came to the US 13 years ago. I just like the family man he is, because whatever he's doing, he put his family first. He's a good husband and a good dad to our kids. I'm just trying to be there as much as I can and just understand, and like I said, being supportive, because I think at this point of his life he just needs my support more than anything. So I'm just trying to be very supportive.
It is so much joy to see him, what he does, and his enthusiasm and his ability to speak. He is a natural speaker, a natural leader. People stick to him. I would encourage other leaders from different communities that are coming from different countries, not from African countries, from all over the world, now to consult him how to lead their communities, how to integrate their communities into the American life. At some point, when I will grow very old, I hope that I will be able to say or to write in my memoirs that I knew Papa.
As a soccer player, I was very involved in playing soccer, bringing people together, getting at the park to play soccer. And with those people that I was getting together playing soccer, that's how the ideas start evolving and emerging and putting together the African Leadership Group. And it's kind of started as a lot of people coming together and trying to help each other. So that's pretty much the beginning of the journey of the African Leadership Group. First and foremost, it is extremely important for people to understand this is the spirit of the African culture. We help each other, we care for each other, we support for each other. I mean, that's the first thing that I need people to understand. But the primary goal is, instead of giving somebody a fish, but teaching them how to fish. But the principle number one is, once we help you and empower you, the goal and the objective is for you to go and help somebody else, because that's primarily the culture and the nature of the African culture.
The health and wellness program is organized with talented healthcare professionals. So we're here to bring awareness about those diseases, educate the community.
I can tell you, for being just brainstorming in 1 year, we were able to have a flu clinic here at ALG on the site. I think that was a big accomplishment for the health and wellness program. And we have more to come, because we're preparing another 9 health fair that we're gonna, host as a health and wellness program for ALG. This is something big, and we want all the community to be a part of it.
We have Dr. Rebecca. We're going to change it on into, if left uncontrolled, what high blood pressure can do to our health. Thank you.
Blood pressure goes up with age. There's no doubt about it. We need to bring our pressure even lower, because when we do, our risk for heart disease and stroke decreases.
I've always wanted to give back to my community, and I guess I didn't know how to reach out. And ALG has been an established organization. It's been around for 12 years. And I just thought it might be the best organization to join.
I was part of an organization that was solely comprised of people from my country, from Sierra Leone. But having been part of ALG enabled me to be part of a larger community of Africans with our diverse cultures and diverse backgrounds.
For many years, we were told, and we strongly believe that Africans cannot work together. and we believe that.
I think as an African immigrant, this organization has given me the platform to not only meet great individuals, but to also share my talent and to mentor. I've been involved with the Youth Empowerment Group since my involvement with ALG, and it's been such an honor to be able to mentor young African immigrants. The group was created to help second generation immigrants, children, to help them to integrate into their community and to help them understand some of the struggles that they might be experiencing with the differences of culture at home and at school. So I think having experienced that myself, I've been a great asset to the organization just because I've been able to help those youth and those students.
I'm involved in a couple different things. The main one is the Youth Empowerment Program. And what we do is we meet every Friday with the kids. And last month was very exciting, actually. We did a spin-off on Black History Month. And we got to see the kids pick different countries in Africa, and they talked about that. And speaking, tying back to impact, I learned things that I didn't even know about Africa. I learned about the different presidents, the different types of food. So that was very, very exciting.
Throughout the years, we impacted a lot of African immigrants to be able to have a job, to be able to buy a home, to be able to start their business, to buy a car. So we have done a lot.
I'm from Ethiopia, East Africa. My name is Azeb Luul. I'm the owner of African restaurant. Papa is a nice guy, very friendly, and very helpful. Now I'm the owner of the restaurant, and me and my sister, her name is Titi, we own the building because of Papa. He helped us to fix the place. He helped us with the financial. We are so grateful.
Zig Ziglar once said that the secret of success is in service. If you help enough people get what they want, you will eventually get what you want. At ALG, this is something we definitely understand and live by. Everywhere we go, whoever we see, we would like to help you. We would like to serve you. Just as the founder said before he left, we are not beggars. We are not takers. We would like to give back to this community that we call home.
One thing that we strongly believe is if you're not at the table, you are on the menu. And right now, through the work of the African Leadership Group, things are shaping up in a way that we are having that powerful voice in the community in so many different areas, and we have a lot of says in different things that's happening in Colorado.
The African Leadership Group is about inspiration, motivation, and impact. But what I like about it is the investment that they take in the population, in the immigrant population. They really care about making sure people are set up for success. So they have workshops, making sure that people have skills and tools in order to get a job or to start a business or whatever it takes, learning something that's in school, mentoring, tutoring. They want to make sure that they transition and they're successful at every front in all opportunities.
My message to Papa Dia and the African Leadership Group is to have courage to stand up for what you believe in. Follow your gut and follow your passions. Don't ever give up. I was invited recently to an event with the leadership speech class, and it was great to see all of the students that Papa Dia is having an impact on here in our state.
It's like a chicken lying on the egg for a period of time, and the egg became eventually a chick. What happened? Incubation was going on as you conceived the thought as seed.
And I believe that the African Leadership Group is a great addition to our community and to the state of Colorado to bring the diversity and different views to our communities. As a part of that, I'm proud to be a host of the African Leadership Group for its first day at the Capitol. This is something I do with groups year-round, and I believe that this is the people's house. It is not our house. We serve the people.
Immigrants play a critical role in who we are as a nation and certainly who we are as a city. They play a critical economic role in the city of Denver, one in which, quite frankly, if all the immigrants were to leave our city or our nation, we would have a severe economic crisis on our hands. Oh man, you know what? I've been to the African Leadership Group events, and there is not a more spirited, more culturally rich community to engage in. I love just simply the beauty of the people and the beauty of their interaction with one another and with whoever's in their sphere. There is a sense of unity. It's not matched in any other event that I go to in Denver. First of all, we're proud that you're here, and you're an important link to many of us who have come to this nation, some not willingly, some willingly. But one of the things that could never be denied, and that is our connectivity to the great continent of Africa. And we as a city will continue to do everything we can to make sure that your presence here in the United States and in Denver, Colorado is one in which you know you are welcomed, that you are included, and we honor your presence, we honor your contributions to our city. Thank you for choosing Denver to be your home.
Well, right now, I think Papa and the African Leadership Group and the other people at the African Leadership are doing a great job trying to assimilate and help immigrants from Africa in our community. What I would like to see them do over the next 10 years is to expand their role so that they are also becoming more of a bridge between our African immigrants and the greater community here. We were honored during the Christmas holidays to have several young people from his youth empowerment group here in the office, meeting with some of our lawyers, learning about how laws are enacted, learning how they can be more involved in the legal community, and hopefully we inspired some of them to become lawyers once they graduate from high school and go on to secondary schools and colleges.
And we are...
Do you guys practice here? Or?
Yeah, that's right, we do. We have a courtroom here, we have a judge sitting over there.
But isn't that usually the Christmas tree on the ground?
Well, the Christmas tree is here only during Christmas, but then it's not there.
What I would like to do is to see it expand beyond the Denver metro area into the whole state and do more things at the state level, as well as to continue to have those good relationships with the local level here in the Denver metro area.
We primarily focus on education in all aspects.
But what I am always inspired by what ALG is they're always trying to do more. They're always trying to find out how they can help more, whether it's adding a legal clinic or a public speaking class or helping people with immigration cases. They are always trying to find new ways to help the community because the needs are broad, the needs are deep, and Papa and ALG are always trying to find a way to meet those large and growing needs. And I think too many nonprofit organizations get fat and happy.
When it comes to education, which I have the privilege of collaborating and working with Papa and the members of ALG with, and also just from a beneficial seat of just watching the work happen, you see that quality options are very important for families and their children. And I think not just talking about the work is one of the mainstays. ALG is actually doing the work.
We strongly believe that the key to unlock those opportunities is education. Our education, and most importantly, the education of our children. We put our faith and trust on your hand to guide us through the process, to show us the way, to provide us with correct information. We might not know the technicality when it comes to SPF, but we know what's right and what's wrong.
Being able to pick up the phone and call Papa when things in education need his attention, and 9 times out of 10, he's already there.
I am the education coordinator for the African Leadership. So what that means,
all the educational programs that we run, be it the public speaking class, the youth empowerment program, the education campaign, I don't necessarily run them, but I just do the behind the scenes of all the educational programs. The African Leadership Group focuses on three main components: making sure we have an educational impact, social, as well as an economic impact. So when it comes to the educational impact, we run programs not just for the youth, but even for the adults. So starting with the youth empowerment program, we found it that we have second generation kids who are born in African families, but when they go out, they're supposed to be Americans, and there's that disparity. They're not either African enough at home, or they're not American enough outside. So with the youth empowerment program, we create a safe space for them to have intentional conversation with people just like them who are facing the same issues they're facing.
So as you can see, education, of course, is a common trend in ALG's mission and one of ALG's strategic goals, of course. Yesterday, the Youth Empowerment Group showcased all the work that they are doing and all that they have done so far. You had the cultural fashion show. You also had the identity crisis play, and also the findings from ALG's collaboration with the Aurora Education Coalition. All of this would not be possible without the support from outstanding organizations, funders like the Walton Family Foundation, the Rose Community Foundation, Denver Foundation, Gates Family Foundation, and Climb Higher. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And now at this time, I would love to welcome to the stage the president of the Youth Empowerment Group. That would be Fama Dia. Please come up. Yes, and this is for her because she is the daughter of Papa. Come on up here, baby.
One child, one teacher, one book. One pen can change the world. The words I just said were written by a young Pakistan girl who is not afraid to speak her truth. Many of you know the story of Malala, and although my story might not be the same as hers, we do share one thing in common: our strong desire in advocating for education. We have had some amazing educational opportunities, such as visiting a law firm to learn about the justice system, visiting a real estate office to learn about the process of buying a home, and a local coffee shop to learn about small business. We have also collaborated with other entities, such as the Aurora Police Department, to strengthen our understanding and eliminate our prejudice and fears of their role. One of the vital parts of our year is ALG's partnership with the Aurora Education Coalition, which challenges schools and their district staffs. Before I end, I would like to challenge each of you here today to make an education as a priority. Because as Malala says, one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. I thank you for your support. I would now like to recognize Juliet for her awesomeness through this ride in the Youth Empowerment Group. Juliet, could you please come up?
That was awesome. Show that baby some more love, please. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. And thank you, Fama. That was awesome. That was wonderful, baby. Well done.
Papa understood that issue, and he wanted to help immigrants to find themselves in the right way, how to blend themselves in the system, and how to find their future dream in this country.
You know, the incredible thing about the African Leadership Group is that, just like at the Gardens, it makes sure that all resources are at the table. that everybody is welcome, everybody is comfortable, and all the right tools and opportunities are there. It's something we learn in nature all the time, and sometimes we forget about it when we go into human society. But to see what the ALG is doing, what Papa and his whole group are doing to make sure that everyone's highest purpose can be realized in this country, it just makes us very proud to be partners with such an outstanding organization.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Papa, I'm sitting at the table. Not only at the table, but at the head of the table. It wasn't easy. But you know what? Hard work and perseverance pays. They pay off. We have to get out of our comfort zone. We're way too comfortable. And when we're way too comfortable, we become lackadaisical. We become complacent. We have to step outside of that comfort zone and take the ultimate risk. If you're not at the table, you're being consumed. Take that risk. Now, like I said, my story is not unique. All of you here have read it, you've heard it, you've seen it. You have been a part of that. But it's time that we get up and get out of our comfort zones and participate in the process. It wasn't easy. It took a 21-year-old kid to get me involved in the process. Get to the table and don't be the menu. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you a straight. Running for election in Helena was no easy task. You need money. You need money for everything. And that's where I thought would be my greatest challenge. But you know what? It became my easiest challenge. After our first quarter reporting, I outraised the 16-year incumbent. It was not about the color of my skin, my brothers and sisters. It was about ideas. And we have those ideas right here. This is the first time I've seen a packed hall with different Africans from different countries. Papa, you did it. The saying about you can't get Africans together from different countries, you proved that saying wrong today.
I've met with other leaders of different African groups, thanks to Papa's introductions, and learned a lot about the kind of work that they're doing in their communities, whether it's, helping kids learn financial literacy, helping parents learn how to navigate the school systems in Aurora, how new immigrants find jobs and housing in the area. I have been so impressed with the community of the African Leadership Group and all its different members.
I think the ALG group can play a very significant role with respect. I do think one of the most striking things that the DeVita Village has in common with the ALG is a deeply held belief in the concept of community and the philosophy of community. We think we're a community first and a company second. And similarity, the most striking similarity between the ALG and DeVita is that our sense of community is a deeply held philosophy that is worked through in a very pragmatic way to guide our behavior, to guide our decisions about what we focus on, and to guide how we talk to each other.
When I was in Seattle, we worked very closely with the African immigrant communities. We had a very good working relationship, and so one of the things I wanted to make sure that I did when I got to Aurora was to kind of replicate those relationships with the folks here that represented the different African communities. So I got to meet Papa Ja from a number of different community meetings that we had both attended, and we definitely hit it off, and so it was something that I think we've really developed a good partnership in how we want to work in cooperation with each other between the Aurora Police Department and the African community.
I would like to invite the Mayor Collins on the stage. We have a prize for you for your leadership and really making us believe, and we follow your footsteps. So the African Leadership Group and the entire community would like to present this award to you. And you did not have to do this. You flew all the way from Montana to here to show us your support. Thank you so much. This means a lot to the entire community. Thank you, sir. Appreciate everything. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. There are some people that have done an amazing job putting this together. Some of them are going to be very upset at me because they wouldn't expect me to put them on the spot. But it would not be fair for me to come here and not recognize these people. This person that I would like to present an award, this is somebody that makes everybody look good, that makes sure everybody is seen, that take pictures, that put a lot of time. I don't know if you kind of have an idea how much time and effort it takes to put a documentary together. And the first time this person came to my office, he told me, Papa, I believe in your vision, and I want to help. And here's my head, I was like, okay, another brother getting excited, trying to commit to. But since that day, it's been over a year. He's been there every single time. Please help me welcome Clovis Dimulu on the stage. Thank you so much. He deserves a standing ovation. Thank you so much for your support, Clovis. Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Appreciate it. This is for you. Thank you so much, brother. I love you, man. Thank you, Clovis. Now, this person is going to be so upset with me, but I'm very excited about it. You know, running a nonprofit organization, everybody that's involved in that business is not easy. There is a lot of fundraising. You got to figure out, how do I write my 501c3? How do I make sure that I am politically correct? You need to have advisors. You need to have people that make you look good. And this person, we sat down at a restaurant. He told me, Papa, I believe in your vision and I want to help. And he's been there. He could be out of state, but he always makes himself available. Jason, you're going to be upset with me. Welcome to the stage. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. I couldn't do this without you. I know I'll be in trouble, but I will take it. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'll be in trouble, but he deserves it. So now, everybody knows Sylvia. She doesn't need any presentation. Please welcome Sylvia to the stage, and thank you so much for everything. She put up with everything. She organized everything. Thank you, and thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Thank you. She's my adopted daughter, actually. So thank you so much, Sylvia, for everything. This is for you. Thank you. Now, the last person that I would like to bring is, I mean, this work is not easy. Let's just put it out there. And there's a lot of planning, a lot of communication that need to go into this. And this person has been there and do it. Juliet Seabold. Where is she hiding? So thank you so much for, yes, she's out there doing some work, but thank you so much, Juliet, for everything. I appreciate. So thank you. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We are so pleased, so lucky to continue working with the African Leadership Group because it's a grassroots organization who actually fully understand what are the issues in the immigrant refugee community. They have great leadership, they have great programs in our community, so we are so pleased to continue working with them.
The summary that I will make of the vision of the African Leadership Group is that it's an organization that brings out the best in Africans who are here as immigrants, to show the good face of immigration in this country, and to show that we are givers, we are not just takers, and that we have very, very skillful people, professionals, who are contributing to the economy of this great nation.
One good thing is about a love that I've seen from African Leadership Group, and another good thing is about empower our youth.
Most organizations here are just, most non-profit serving African are just service provision. They try to help with some, it's like a transactional relationship where they just bring something and try to get something away. But what I love about ALG, African Leadership Group, they go through the whole spectrum.
This is a land of opportunity. However, for newcomers, there is always a challenge, language barrier, culture barrier, and the African leadership is helping and filling that gap so they can reach their destiny.
In terms of being a behind-the-scenes partner, I think that our foundation has we're really driven by a set of values around social justice, around anti-discrimination issues, around commitments. I think we have deep roots and connections to the immigrant experience. So I think for us, we aren't the foundation that needs to feel like our logo is slapped on everything and that we're getting all the credit. And so we really like to push the folks that are doing the work out into the forefront in terms of opportunities to be able to showcase.
One of the aims of the organization, that Papa is a leader, is that Papa really wants every immigrant to succeed. That's how I put it. He's somebody who is very happy when he sees an immigrant, making it within the community.
So the African Leadership Group is not only for African. It's for human beings, but the end goal is to impact Africans and Africa. Dear community members, by now you just finished watching that amazing documentary that we put together with strong partners with the African Leadership Group. But at this time, we would like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to a very strong partner of the African Leadership Group, a friend of the African immigrant community and the immigrant community at large. And unfortunately, he was looking forward to be part of this documentary, but he is not among us this evening. And from the African community, from the African Leadership Group, we would like to present our condolences to the late Mayor of Aura, Steve Hogan's wife, that is here with us this evening, and to his entire family. The African Leadership Group, thank you and thank the entire family. We miss having the mayor among us, but we pray for his family and thank you so much for everything he has done for us. Thank you.